everyone. Today we're going to groom the donkey and find out the importance of keeping your donkey's coat clean and free of debris so as not to get sores and bugs all over your donkey. So we're going to clean him up. First, we would get the halter and we'll get him stabilized and then we'll start grooming. Okay, so you want to be sure and tie your horse up in a loose getaway knot, but tight enough that you can keep him in the right position for grooming. Just like that. Okay, so the first brush you would want to use is a curry comb. This is a curry comb. We also have this one here, and that's to get the loose dirt off and some of the bigger pieces of hair or sticks that might be in there. You like to start up near the front and work your way back and work in a circular motion. So we'll start here with donkey on this side. Just one moment. All right. There we go. And this will loosen up any clumps of dirt. He's got a bunch back there. Donkey likes this because it's some nice attention. And the horse wants to get in on it too. So you would complete his whole, both sides, loosen it all up. Look at all that. Okay, you can stop.
One.
This is like a nice little massage for him. Yuck.
One.
Okay, then next after the curry brush, you'll get a hard brush. This is pretty stiff, and that'll help loosen some of the hair underneath that's come loose from getting the dirt off. This can be a bit of a workout. He's a big boy. The horses, they take quite a bit. And you want to go in the same direction as their fur. Look at all that. Oh, so hairy from the winter.
One.
So you want to be sure and do his whole neck and body with this hard brush. Okay, after you finish with the hard brush, now you can use the soft brush. You can use this on his face because it's much gentler. His ears, the hard brush would be too much. But he kind of likes this nice soft brush. Brush off his ears and around his face. And then you can do his legs as well. His legs are very sensitive, so you want to have a nice soft brush. And brush out his legs. Sometimes I hold on to the donkey so he feels secure and knows what's coming at him, because they can be startled sometimes. And here it's kind of nice to comb out his little bit of his mane. Sometimes it gets snaggedy, knotted, snaggedy. And I'll get his tail a little bit, because he uses his tail as a fly swatter. So it's nice if there's lots of parts to it. Get all that. All right, and here we have a hoof pick. And donkey's feet get little rocks in them sometimes, or a lot of dirt, so we want to clean that out and keep them nice and clean like you would your toenails. Now I have a farrier come, and he's a gentleman who comes and keeps them trimmed, but I'm just going to clean out underneath the nails. All right, so donkey doesn't like to lift his feet up too much because that knocks him off balance. So sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge. But let's see here. I hug him, let him know it's okay, then I run my hand down his leg and try and lift it up. There, look how good he did. Now I just get in here and try and get some of this dirt out of here. Builds up. It's okay, dogs. It's okay. And clean that up. In here is a little frog, and that's a soft part of his skin. But this part down here is hard, so watch your face. Right here is the frog of his hoof, and that's kind of a sensitive area like the red in your fingernails. But this part's hard and he can't feel anything down here. It's more like your nail. And so you clean dirt out from under there. Get it all clean. And then he can keep. Sometimes they'll get a snag in their nail like you might. And this is a file. And you can file the little snag out with this. Keep them nice and clean. Get a little snag right there. There we go. Smoothed it out. Okay, this is SWAT, and there's different kinds of fly sprays because flies will get on their ears or around their eyes when they water and really bug the horses. And mine aren't really used to a spray. If I started spraying something, they'd be startled. So I got this paste kind, and if they get a sore or if the flies are bugging them a bunch, I just put it on kind of like lotion. And the flies hate the smell of it, and then they'll stay away. And that doesn't bother my horses as much as spraying water at them or the can of SWAT. Donkey has a little bite on his ankle, and the flies are going all over it. I want it to heal well, so I'm going to put some of this SWAT on there to keep the flies off. Easy. Easy. Hello. Now we're going to groom the miniature horse. There are some things you should be careful with when you're around horses. And one thing is their eyes are far set on the side of them, so they can't see directly in front of them or right behind them. So if you were to come up and just like poke them in the back, or they even hear you back there, they might be startled and kick you. So when you approach a horse, it's always best to come up right by their eye to the side, slowly touch them, and that way they know where you are and they feel safe. We're going to groom the miniature pony because it's important that when they're rolling around in the dirt and things to try and keep bugs off, they build up little mud piles. And if the miniature horse were to wear a saddle or any kind of bridle and there's dirt under there, it'll wear like cuts and spots on them. So you want to be sure they have clean fur underneath their saddle and underneath their bridle and so forth. This is a curry comb. Same thing we used on the donkey, we'll use on the horse, on its body and neck in a circular motion, and we'll get all the debris off first. Okay, so we'll start in the back, and look at that. Very hairy, needs a good grooming. And next we'll use the hard brush. We'll get all this extra hair off. What's going on? Now the soft brush is for his legs and his face. Uh-oh. It's important to wear appropriate shoes. Did you see him standing on my toes? You can get hurt. Done.
One.
Nope. Everybody gets to go out. Get the kitty. just went out too. Come on. You got him? Come on. Let's go. Hey. Hi, Daddy. Come. Come. Let's go. Let's go. Go.